Brian, thank you for taking the time to talk to us this morning, and also thanks Michael as well for being here. I must say it was after a very good event yesterday, and people all came here for the first launch of the DasPay, and I must say with what you spoke about and what's coming with DasPay is amazing. But a lot of people have asked us why hasn't we got the cards yesterday? Because coming here, we were expecting to get 500 cards, and they're asking why didn't we get the cards yesterday?
Right. So Paul, first of all, to say what we did do yesterday, which was perform some live transactions in the MasterCard network using DasCoin as a currency. That was a significant step in a virtual card format. The reason that you didn't have plastic cards is, although we've been engaged with DasCoin since November of 2016, we put a lot of pressure on Terry to get these programs going quickly. Payments take a long time. It's a very regulated business, and month after month, I would be contacting Terry saying, we've got to get going, we've got to get going, we've got to get going, we've got to get going on this program. And for whatever reason, maybe Terry didn't believe that it takes a long time or whatever, but we never really began the program. And frankly, if it wasn't for Michael stepping in a couple of months ago, we wouldn't have been able to accomplish what we accomplished yesterday. The fact that Michael finally got kind of fed up with the process and basically took control, allowed us to complete a contract, allowed us to engage our dev team so that we could produce what it is that we produced. So perhaps Terry was just too busy with too many things, whatever, but the reason that you didn't get the cards is because the program started late. And the manager of that program was under Terry, and that's a simple answer.
Okay, thank you for that. That clarifies a lot for a lot of the people in the ecosystem. But the next question people are asking now is, when can they expect to get the cards? What's going to be the rollout from this point?
So normally it takes about 3 months to have a card, cards to come through the system. We're trying to do it in 6 to 8 weeks from today. So we want to exceed expectations. So we are hoping to have you cards in, let's just say 8 weeks from today.
Yeah, and
safely. End of the summer.
The next thing people are asking, obviously there's a lot of people in our ecosystem, so like what kind of phases will then cards be rolled out in? Like what batches will they be rolled out in?
Right, so right now we're planning on doing, of the 500 people, in batches of 50.
Okay.
So the first 50, and then another week or two we'll do another 50, another week or two another 50, and so in the process of 6 to 10 weeks everybody will have a card, then the plastic cards will follow soon thereafter. So there's no issue creating the plastic cards. It's just a function of manufacturing time and effort in the schemes.
Okay, so and you also spoke yesterday about like the power of having our own system, like creating our own network. And a lot of people came yesterday not expecting to hear this, because we were told we were going to be on the Visa MasterCard platform.
Right.
But yesterday on stage, when you spoke about creating our own network and the possibilities of bringing people to our network, that was probably, in my opinion and all the leaders, the most powerful point. Can you please elaborate on that point?
Good. Paul, I'm glad you brought that up. Look, creating an alternate network, a network that is alternate to MasterCard and Visa and China Union Pay and these big networks that are out there is a daunting task. We've always contemplated it, and we have the technology to do it. So the merchants have a number of problems that can be solved with the technology that we have. Namely, the interchange rate, the fees that the merchants pay, is much higher than they want to pay. Secondly, where fraud takes place is when credentials are given to a point of sale device. And we have a way to eliminate fraud. And thirdly, the merchants have to wait for a period of time in order to get their money. And with the system that we have, they would get their money instantly. So we have this technology, and it's perfect for the crypto world. So while banks are under pressure and are being challenged by new fintechs like TransferWise, who uses Carta technology, we think that networks are also going to be challenged as well. And what you need is, you need technology, but you need a team of entrepreneurial people who are motivated, who want to go out and change the world. And that's what we believed, and recently we introduced this technology to Michael a couple of days ago, is because Rui and I are so impressed with the NetLeaders team and their ability to affect change. So if you have a lot of motivated entrepreneurs who can engage merchants and get them to accept payments in a different way using our technology, then MasterCard and Visa become irrelevant. You actually then can spend DasCoin at the merchant. And that's what we want to achieve. We want to be able to achieve a system where, yes, if you want to use your debit card, your MasterCard, your Visa, but DasCoin can be used at the merchant, and now it doesn't matter what MasterCard and Visa think. Now you've created your own ecosystem, your own network, and I think that this group here can do that.
Yeah,
so we're very, very excited about the enthusiasm that we've got from you fellows.
And that, for us, is absolutely the most powerful point of the whole day yesterday, of creating our own network. So with that, Brian, before we finish up, there's a lot of people watching this around the world. What message would you leave to them where you believe this can go in the next year or go beyond in 5 years' time?
Well, look, if you create your own network, and now you've taken, what we've done is we've managed to create a utility, and so DasCoin is now, we've proven that DasCoin is now accepted by merchants, so we've proven that yesterday. And the next step is to make it more accessible with plastic cards and to grow the system, but to actually get to the point where DasCoin is accepted at merchants that you bring into the system. I think that there's no reason why DasCoin can't rival Bitcoin in terms of value. I don't see any reason.
Yeah, and guys, that's absolutely amazing point. We sat here on this journey. We started out 2 years ago, and where we are now, we're on the eclipse of the biggest moment. And so very soon, guys, everybody will have their card, and everybody will be able to spend these cards in over 60 million merchants around the world. So Brian, from all of us, it's been very exciting. It's a new era, and thank you for having us. And it's a privilege to work with someone of your caliber. So thank you, Michael. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Thanks.